Welcome to HICGI News Agency.
HICGI News Agency Live. Welcome.
Agency. HICGI News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency. Live.
We are live. HICGI News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency. Welcome to the Senior Citizens Talk of HICGI News Agency. All our viewers from around the world, from the small cities of the world to the villages in Kuala Lumpur, Indonesia, in United Kingdom, South Africa, and back here in Kampala, Uganda, where we're located. My name is kivumbiEarnestBenjamin. When we talk about theatre, there is a lot that comes on the minds of people. The movie industry and the theatre industry, entangling into the entertainment industry, has been a powerful tool for centuries and centuries, from shading the true life of people to nature. Our guest today is a very prominent theatre personality in Uganda, who is also an author. Dr. Bbosa, as the stage name has always been since we were growing up, but those legally know him as Mr. Sam Bagenda. Mr. Sam Bagenda, Dr. Bbosa, you're most welcome to the Senior Citizens Talk.
Thank you, Mr. Kivumbi. I should say this is a hijack or it's an ambush.
I think so.
I wasn't so ready for this. You find me in my resting mood and
yes,
you come up, but it's okay. I'm ready to exchange with you a few things about me.
We are excited. I was born in 1989, and when I was growing up, we had one single television station of the country. It used to be called UTV.
Yeah.
It would open, I think, at 1 p.m. and then closes to midnight.
Yeah, it was midnight. Yeah, sure.
But what made UTV partly popular was because of the drama series that you started.
Yeah, that's life motto.
Exactly. Dr. Bbosa, could you take us back to those memories?
Well, now where should I start?
Your inspiration into the theatre industry and how it changed our generation.
Yes. My transition into art actually is very interesting. I did a Bachelor of Commerce degree at Makerere, majoring in auditing and so on, accounting. And but then I used to sing in church. I was as a choir member. Yes, at St. Paul's Church at Mulago. Then it so happened that while we were doing these rehearsals, something came to me and I said, why don't we revolutionize the way we present our songs in church? By then it was so conservative. Yes, you know, you're so holy and so on. So I was thinking that we could make it a little bit more hypey and so on. So I introduced some gestures. I did share this with the priest then, and remember every Sunday the choir had a performance in church. So I had shared it with my fellow members and they embraced it. So on that day, I should say fateful day, we sing and the congregation went wild with the new innovation.
Is that the Anglican or Catholic
Anglican.
Church? Okay.
Yes, and there was that up loud. They were so happy and they enjoyed the whole thing. And after, the Reverend put on that indifferent look, but to me, I thought it was like, you know, as a priest, you can't, you have to be a bit humble and, you know, embracing everything in a humble way,
Yes.
a godly way. So after the service, we go to the vestry. That's where we remove our choir uniforms and so on. And then the priest comes in and says, "Who introduced this?" Now, because I didn't want my fellow friends to take the credit, I came out first and said, "It was me. It was my innovation."
Yes.
And he immediately said, "I think we don't need you in this church.
Wow.
We won't need you. You are diverting the congregation's concentration and so on." You know, he said quite a number of things. So he felt I was not fit to be part of the grand. So I was asked to leave the church, and leaving the church, about 5 members followed me, and we started up our own group, Sunrose Choir.
Wow.
Yes, we started singing in different places. We kept, you know, for us, we went ahead with the gestures and so on, with hyping up the gospel music and so on, and we were hired on so many occasions, many functions and so on. And so in one of the functions, meanwhile I'm still studying at university.
Just studying commerce.
Yes, studying commerce. In one of the functions, the Ebonies, by then it was Jimmy Katumba with the Ebonies, were part of the audience. So they enjoyed my singing and so on, and they approached me and they asked me to join the Ebonies. The chairman, Wechitiwa Katende, yes, asked me to join the Ebonies. And now I had loved the Ebonies way back when I was still young. That was about P7. Actually, the reason why my voice became deeper, because I used to imitate Jimmy Katumba way back in P7.
Oh my God.
Yes, so I welcomed the idea very fast. I can't say very fast because then I had just completed my course. I was in the 3rd year. I had completed. Now it was time to debate whether I should go for my I should follow my career, my career, or go into art, because joining Jimmy Katumba with Ebonies, that meant a full-time job as well. You couldn't do both. Yes, so it was not an easy decision then, because by then they used to say going into music, dance and drama, you are musiru dala dala, you are a failure, you know. And so, but then this is how I looked at it. I felt like, I mean, this is how I reasoned it. I said, there are so many accountants out there, but why don't I tap into this art industry? Because by then we were very few. Forgive the word virgin. The industry was virgin. So I said, let me penetrate into this. And so I joined the Ebonies. I joined as a singer in the Ebonies, yes. So later, we had a theater as well, Theatre Excelsior. That's today it is Bat Valley Theatre.
Oh, Bat Valley.
Yes, Bat Valley Theatre. But then it was first the Ebonies Theatre. We used to call it Theatre Excelsior. Then later, the Indians came and took over. They took it. It was their building, so they took it. So we had nowhere to perform, to do our performances, musical performances. So Wechitiwa Katende came in with an idea and said, why don't we now go on TV? Yes, let's since this is let's go on television. So we ended up on television with our first drama. That's Life Matu.
That's Life Matu.
That's Life
The
Matu.
Nakawundes and
the Nakawundes, the Vickies, the Sabrinas,
yes.
Chitegeras, Lindos, and so on.
Where are they?
There, some of them. We lost Nakawunde's mother, the matron. We lost her. We lost my very, very close friend, Dr. He was Dick Walusimbi in the play, but Katende, he was called Paul Katende. We lost some of these people. Some of them are out of the country.
Glovey Logistics Limited, your number one customs clearing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Glovey Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganzaraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648 or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovey@gmail.com. Glovey Logistics Limited, your number one clearing and forwarding company.
Yeah, some of them are living in UK, some are living in the USA, doing some other things now. It is. I was celebrating 40 years recently in April. Wow, 40 years in the industry. Yes, in the industry. Yes,
incredible.
So they are there, and so we started That's Life Matu, and it took off so well. I mean, I'm happy because my real name ceased to be used, Sam Bagenda. The world baptized me as Dr. Bbosa. If I'm making even any official communication,
yes.
If I don't add Dr. Bbosa,
they'll not understand.
It won't be taken serious.
Absolutely.
That's the funny thing about it.
Yes.
Yes. So that's how we ended up with That's Life Matu.
Bibao.
And Bibao. That's Life Matu. Basically, the theme, we were really focusing on day-to-day life in That's Life Matu. And then Bibao, it was actually to bring awareness, because that's the time when the AIDS was at its peak, killing so many people. And we had to create awareness and try to protect especially the students. And so it was the Bibao was set in a school environment, but all the stories were being weaved. We were trying to weave them into creating awareness and trying to protect the students from falling victims of AIDS. Yes, so Bibao was basically channeled to that, and That's Life Matu. We were handling day-to-day life. I think that's why it was very popular. Some of the people would kind of identify themselves with what is going on, and with some of the characters in the series and so on. They created a big impact to an extent that That's Life Matu became a disciplinary gimmick. when you see some people, they say, when you meet some people, they say, "Oh my God, we had to bathe fast."
Yes.
Our parents would say, if you don't bathe, if you don't help out in the home chores or something like that, you won't watch That's
Exactly.
Life
That's what they
Matu.
told us.
Yes, so it became something disciplinary
Exactly.
on that. It helped out in domestic discipline. Yes, and also not only that, but also in marriage. In marriage, it helped one way or another.
Yes.
The men would leave the bars earlier to go back home and watch. And so it was another way of bringing those funny men or those cheating men or whatever back home earlier.
Exactly.
Then what happened? It introduced something. I mean, these queens you see in bars and so on, they started during that time because the owners of these bars wanted to keep their customers there. So that's when it started. Hanging up TV sets on in the bars and so on.
Amazing. And when you talk about this theater journey, you've also we've seen in 1993 That's Life Matu, and then coming there was a shift to other projects. These projects we are seeing: Chadala, Maid of Honor, Agony and Ecstasy, The Boss, Land Friends,
Now,
Daisy.
yes. Now, first of all, the Chadalas and Maid of Honors, they're very, 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 very recent.
Yes.
Very recent. But when we started That's Life Matu, we felt like, no, we are not going to just stick on television.
Yeah.
We can still continue with stage performances. But now but remember, we had started with musical.
Yeah.
It was basically musical, Jimmy Katumba with Ebony's, musical, and just drama accompanying the performances. Then along the time, during that time, Jimmy left and went to UK. So when he left, now he was our lead singer then. So yeah, so we felt like, now why don't we surely basically go into drama.
Now the vacuum created.
Yes. Let's concentrate on drama and so on. Now, me, drama was not my cup of tea initially. I thought, my biggest problem in school was cramming. That's why I was doing sciences.
Yes.
History, oh my God. And it was because of cramming. So H.T. Bakatende wrote a play, his first play, The Dollar. Then he asked me, in fact, I was almost saying, let me go back, now that the singing is now, let me go back to my profession. Then he said, no, let's go into acting. Then I told him, now look, that one, it's a no-go zone for me, But he insisted, so he wrote the play, The Dollar. And I was cast as a priest, a Catholic priest.
A Catholic priest.
Yes, a Catholic priest. Then I told him, okay, if you want to shame the group and shame me because I'm going to lose the lines, and I've never done this before.
Yes.
But still, he believed in me so much. So he insisted. So we acted The Dollar at the National Theatre. And then after after the play, while I was walking in the foyer, that is well, before you go into theater, that kind of reception, I found a very big debate there. No, he was a real priest. No, I think no, he was just acting. No, but if he was just acting, then that is so good, because I really believe they just got a priest from the convent and then came.
Big debate.
It was a very big debate.
For more than 10 years, Keb International Group has been your #1 partner in tours and travel consultancy. We also do real estate, legal services, ICT services, and much more. Find us on kebinternationalgroup.com or write to us at info@kebinternationalgroup.com. You may also write to us at PO Box 35827 Kampala, Uganda, or visit us on Namaswahi off Entebbe Highway. Call us on +256 200937566 or +256 39486 32 or 46, or you can send us plus on WhatsApp on +256 752 1375 66. Keb International Group, your #1 rail business partner.
Then that's when it first dawned on me, and I was like, Usanga, probably I can do it.
Yes.
And everyone was like, yes. At the end of month, they used to assess actors and so on. In that month, I merged the best actor.
Wow.
Then I said, okay, I think I'll do it. And as I say, the rest is history. So we started having more plays and so on. I started acting. Meanwhile, we're also doing That's Life Matu. We are doing these TV series and so on. So we acted. We went on different stages, both nationally, because in different stages in the country, and then we also went out of the country, in the USA, in South Africa, where I was acting on stage, and so on. In the UK, we started taking our productions there, so I was acting then. So when it came to 2000, in 2000, I was should I call it selected? I was not
Nominated.
I was nominated.
Yes.
And eventually I also got the accolade as the Act of the Millennium.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes.
Of course. Wow.
So I said, hey, yes. So I was like, oh, so this is my calling. So I said the accounts.
Goodbye.
Let me
Concentrate.
Let me concentrate with my drama and so on. So all along I've been in this different productions, but basically with Ebony's, because that has been my mother club, and a person who has really pushed me in this, who mentored me so much in the drama field and so on, was Wechitiwa Katende. Yes. He's a funny man because he's a lawyer by profession. Yeah, but I think we are also in the same way, because we face the same, because he's a lawyer by profession, and this is art is a hobby to him. Yes, art is a hobby to him, but he excels so much. To me, he excels so much in both, but I think he excels more in art to me. Yes. Me, what I decided to put aside the accounts. Yes. Even when you bring that, actually now it has even by the time we're doing it, it was analog. Yes. Now I think it is digital, so I decided to really rub the accounts away and really concentrate on art, performing arts. So in a nutshell, that is Sam Bagenda, aka Dr. Bbosa.
Wow. In your journey, we've seen.
Okay, so that is so when the whole Bollywood people, they had a movie they wanted to shoot, and they wanted to use some Ugandans in their Bollywood movie. So when they came to audition here, I was picked out as one of the people, and they wanted, and that's how I ended up in that Bollywood movie, Escape from Luzira.
Yes.
Yes. Fun experience there with that movie.
Yes.
When I was asked, when I was taken up to act, I was selected to act in the thing, and those Indians, they had looked down at us. I think they were like, the Ugandans are just nyongeza. We are just trying to put them nyongeza in our show and so on. So, and one of their best actresses, film stars there, was starring in this particular movie. So they brought her, she was being pampered and so on. They passed me, I was easy. They took her to where she's supposed to, her costumes, to get her costumes and so on. Then later, he came, hey, you come. You're going to act with her. And so on. I said, okay, fine, I don't have a problem. So we go on set. And then they shoot, action. Then we started. Then, after about a few minutes, the actress herself said, cut. Then she talked in Indian, Hindu, whatever. Then they removed her. I asked the crew, what have I done? Is there anything problem? No. Is there any problem there? Have I done anything wrong or something? And she said, no. She realized that you are a very good actor. They had underestimated you. So she has got to recompose herself so that you really match with that. I say, no, thank God. I mean, this is all God's work. And the fact that I took everything easy. Even when I was there, they were like, I mean, at first they had initially, as I said, underestimated me. They were looking down at me or something like that. But after that, everything changed. Wow, we didn't know Uganda has very good actors. You didn't know, so on. So, but all in all, I thank God for all this. I never saw this coming. I never even dreamt that I would end up in the art industry or something like that. It's only my mother who used to tell me that, hey, you used to drum a bit things and then sing things, abstract things, and so on while I was still young and so on. But there was really nothing that showed that I would end up in this industry. So on April 5th, first of all, on 31st March, I was celebrating going onto the 6th floor. Yes, and April 5th this year, I was celebrating 40 years in the entertainment industry, in arts, in performing arts and so on. Yes. So I had written a book. I wrote this book, Dr. Bbosa's 5 Ps.
Wow.
Navigating life stages without a script.
Without.
Yes. Because I had no script. I mean, we're on stage, but there was nothing like, that a script I'm following.
And we the viewers, we cannot even realize that.
Yes. But these 5 Ps, as probably you'll ask me later, they it's my iconic formula that has helped me go through and make it to 4 decades in the industry.
Wow, wow, wow. And Theatre La Bonita and it's called VSL Studios
Mm.
have been amazing. There are those up to now. We're now enjoying. Oh my God! OMG!
OMG. Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes,
it's
yes.
still keeping the kind of burning. Uh, Tell us about OMG.
When we did That's Life Matu, and we ran 890 episodes. 90
890
episodes
episodes.
of
This is amazing.
That's Life Matu.
Of all the strength that your sweat goes in every single moment that you wake up early in the morning, go to sleep, bed late, you want to have a beautiful home. Acquiring a beautiful home makes your dreams come true. We at Cape International Group are proud to extend our deepest in strength, expertise and team to make your home beautiful. We do stone building and carving on all the nature of buildings that you would like to hold. Stones make a home so beautiful that you cannot underestimate the beauty of stones. From every perfect stone and every carve and every crafting, we do and we achieve this. At Cape International Group, we don't only do that, we also paint your homes. Every nature or paint that you would love to make your home beautiful is available at Cape International Group. A well-dedicated team is here to make it happen for you. Contact us today so we can make your home the most beautiful and secure of all at friendly prices. That is what we are promising you, with a lot of dedication and sincerity, honesty, and every category that you want to achieve. This is what we are talking about. Cape International Group, your number one partner to make a beautiful home for you with great services of painting and stone. This is what we are. Call us today on +256 773 1375 66.
And 720 of Bibao. Bibao. And then of course we had to keep putting an end to these and then create some other. So we later came with Checho. We also had a variety show called Chitobero a la carte.
Yes.
Then we also had a Christian show. You know, I've been in so many productions, sometimes I forget them. But we also had a Christian series which used to run on TV. Then eventually we came with OMG.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, first of all, Ebony's is like a family. It's a generational thing because we've had different generations coming in. These come in and they excel, then they go, then another generation comes in, and so on and so forth. So with OMG, there was a more current generation.
True.
Yes, it's still more of a day-to-day. I could say something almost like That's Life Matu, but of this current generation. So we came up with OMG, which has now run. We have run about 400 and something, 400 and something episodes.
There must be.
Yes. So it is still basically focusing on our day-to-day life and so on, but with a new generation. And of course, I keep on helping out. I mean, I'm a conduit from the old generation and the current generation, and so on. So, and it has moved on well, and still, I think you can testify on that.
I can't testify to. When you compare the music industry and the theater industry, musicians have gotten a lot of money. Is it the same way with the theater thing?
Yes, initially it was. Theater has just been a bit compromised of late, especially during the COVID pandemic. We were actually affected.
Oh, okay.
One, as we were going into the COVID pandemic, comedy had also started. Then we went into the lockdown. We could not perform. So people resorted to staying at home, listening to music, and because they were not earning enough, there was little money for to buy data and so on. Now, a problem with drama is that in order to get something meaningful, you need to run something for about 45 minutes.
45.
So that it has got substance, can be understood, and so on. So having data for 45 minutes for the 45 minutes is quite difficult.
Absolutely.
It's easier to listen to a song of 3 minutes and listen to another one and listen to another one. So 2 years, people are back at home. They're not going to theater. First of all, some of them learnt to entertain themselves in nearby bufundas,
yes,
and so on. Meanwhile, the culture of watching movies and dramas at home also mushroomed, and so on. Listening to people's music that is only 3 minutes, and so on and so forth. So with these factors, the drama bit after the post-drama experience was like, I mean, people had alternatives. I can stay home and watch a movie. I can go to a kafunda and enjoy myself. A nearby kafunda, I don't have to pay either fuel in the car. I don't have to. I'll just go here, and then comedy skits are also short, so they can also be watched on phones and so on and so forth. So that affected the drama beat, the industry, especially the drama section and so on. What because you're going to ask me now, what can you do about this?
Absolutely.
Yes, one thing we are trying. First of all, we are optimistic. We think given about 2 years or so, we shall kind of resettle. But what do we have to do? We need to now focus on things right now, the Gen Zs, because that is the That is they take about 70% of the population. We now need to research. It is actually going back to the drawing board. Do a research on what can attract them to theater and so on. What style? What can we do in order? So that is what we're doing in this period, and we think that in about 2 years, we shall have the theater glamour and our, I'll just call it
Acting,
the acting
the momentum back.
momentum. Yes, the momentum. We have the momentum back, or the drama in the drama sector.
Welcome. My name is Omuka Francis from JAHL Productions Uganda Limited, the makers of the iced espresso, ready to drink coffee. This is purely a Ugandan coffee, starting from the seeds to the packaging to the production, all Ugandan products. Well, at the moment we have it in two. One that is sweet having sugar in it, cane sugar. That's why we call it the sweet original. The second is the original without sugar. This coffee has no additives, no preservatives, and has a shelf life of up to 18 months. We pack it in cartons of 12, having 12 sachets inside the box. The same for the sweet one, the 12 inside the box. So our coffee is purely Ugandan. Serving it, you can have it both cold or hot. You can have your coffee the way you want it. For this time, let me make a demo of the hot coffee. I'll take the sweet original, pour it in a cup. It's purely coffee and expressed coffee. Add hot water. And there you go. Your coffee is ready for serving. This coffee can be got at any of the supermarkets around the Mega. We have it at Platia, that's at Kololo. We also have it at Legume, that's after the American Embassy in Zambia. You can get our coffee there. It's purely Ugandan product. It's ready to drink, no additives, no preservatives, and it has a shelf life of up to 18 months. You can get it both in the one with sweet, that is the sweet, and original, having sugar, no sugar. So meaning you all got the coffee you need. We have a sales number. In case you want to get in touch with us, call this number 0766 530 248. We'll be able to receive your calls. It's both on WhatsApp. We shall be able to serve you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. So right now we're just in a process of rejuvenating this thing and getting it back on in shape.
Wow.
Yes.
For those who have not read this book, The 5 Ps, I know people are going to be buying it and they've already been buying it. Could you tell us briefly about these 5 Ps?
Now, these 5 Ps, as I said, it's an iconic formula which has helped me go through the 40 years, which are, yes, the 5 Ps. The first P is prayer.
Prayer, wow.
God always wants us to be close to him. We take it for granted, but that's the truth. When you pray, God will always answer. The second P is persistence.
Persistence.
Okulemerako. Wolemerako. You won't go wrong. Abana, they always like, what? This thing seems like I'm failing. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. No, lemerako. It was not easy for us as well. Back in the days, even going for rehearsals, I used to. Funny enough, I used to go. I didn't have money for taxi, so it so happened that during that time, the kameme. This one, yes, that kameme was free. So
the conductors were so kind.
Yes, the kameme was free. So they got to know me very well. So they would say, "Go kameme soko lindeko." Let the other people sit, and then. But through all that, I still had that. I persisted. In the miracle.
Wow.
Yes. So the third P is positivity.
Positivity.
Yes. Tuwenyoma. Tuwenyoma. Ate tunula maso gomanyiti. Yes, I can do it. That I'll give an example. When I decided to go into art, somebody asked me, you read your books and so on. I told him that, look, I want to see myself. I want to penetrate Hollywood.
Wow.
I say that by then I had never boarded a plane. I had no hope of even boarding a plane. There was not even any sign that I would ever board a plane, something like that. But that is the focus I had. I had that positive energy. I said, I want to see myself penetrate Hollywood.
Wow.
And indeed, 10 years later, after making that statement, I penetrated Hollywood. You see? I penetrated Hollywood. I interacted with some of those stars when I went to their homes in Beverly Hills, and so on. But it's because of the positive energy I had in me. Yes. So that's the third P. The fourth P is patience.
Patience.
Our people don't have patience.
We want to get rich quick.
We want to get rich people. They see chameleon is driving a Range Rover, and Omwana has just gone into the industry and says, I want to ride, I want that car, I want this thing. Patience.
Patience.
If they get to know where we all started with, as I said, in the taxis, and then I got a small kakarina, which is my daughter recently. She's in the US. But on my birthday, they all got together. They made a conference call.
Yes.
And they called me to sing happy birthday. And then one of my daughters said, Daddy, I remember there's a time you came for visitation.
At school.
Then after, when we were about to leave, then you started asking for people who had the jumpers and so on. I just left
The power of memories has never been so meaningful than when time passes by. It's only in photography and videography that we can be able to tell what exactly happened in our lives. Do not lose the beautiful events of your life, from graduation to birthday parties, introduction ceremonies, parties that matter, wedding. All this and much more can be brought down into memories of photography and videography. At KEB International Group, we understand what it means to keep these memories. We're inviting you today to contact us for the best rates in town for your photography and videography events. Plus 256 702 13 75 66 or plus 256 773 1375 66. We will cover and reach you at any time, any part of the world. No matter the time, we are here to keep your memories alive. Keep videography and photography your number one events memories.
So, we've gone through a lot, but we've been patient.
Yes.
We've been patient. And I think we've made it with 40 years now.
You have definitely made it.
Then the last one, which I think is even very, very important in life, is passion. Passion. If you don't love what you're doing, it will definitely betray you.
Oh, wow.
Even when you are doing the right things, I always tell my girls, the dancers, and tell them, Ojakola your strokes very well, the right strokes, the choreographers at what day, and so on and so forth. But if you don't have passion, if you don't love what you're doing, you will not be noticed. Somebody else there will be noticed and so on. I tell people, not even only in drama. It doesn't apply only in art and so on, but in every discipline. If you don't have passion for what you're doing, you cannot excel. Oh, people, they are being promoted and so on. Somebody would ask, and so you always come, but you have got that negative thing. You are just like akera nakola emirimu gye byonna n'abimaliriza naye ng'abeera awo. Emirimu gyaffe gino gye tukola ffenna gimanyi okutubetrayinga bwe tuba nga we haven't shown them that love. I'll tell you, for example, I'll give an example for you people. Because of the passion,
yes,
you've managed to. You've been calling me. They have been calling. They have been calling me.
Giving up.
And because of my busy schedule, I'm like, well, these people, I think I'm going to. But because you have that passion, that love for what you're doing, that's why you've managed to, you to get all those big people. You've told me that former presidents, the whatever. And so, it's because of the passion you have for what you're doing. I'm telling you, if you didn't have passion for this, I've told you, kati mujje ku Maxedo. Omusajja atututte ku Maxedo. Atekera tugira tukireka and so on. With that, you can't excel.
Absolutely.
But when you have passion for what you're doing, and it also applies to our youths out there now, abana abaliwo, you'll see the product, the music we are having right now.
Yes.
We call this bubblegum music.
What does that mean?
Bubblegum. You enjoy it, this first beat, then eventually you get it. It's because they don't have passion, they're just trying to make money.
True.
But think of the music of Wamala, Iri Wamala, and so on and so forth, where Gundi, File Rutaya, which is going on. It had substance.
True.
It's still selling. It's a classic because they had a passion. It was not all about money. It was not all about money. So with passion, you excel in whatever you're doing. These things of people, nominating me in this whatever the awards and so on. I don't go out on stage and say, let me act so well so that I can get an award. I don't even think about it. I just enjoy what I'm doing. And then as you're there, they surprise you that, hey, you've come out, you've been nominated and so on. So it is all about passion. Passion will take you to heights and so on. So these 5 P's I share with the people here. It is, first of all, the book is basically an autobiography, but at the same time, I share these 5 P's. I weave them in my autobiography so that students out there can learn and will be able to follow suit. These 5 P's: prayer, persistence, positivity, patience, and passion. You'll never go wrong in life. So I'm also trying to see if I get audience with the Minister of Education, with the ministry. I want to see how we can work out together. Yes. Yeah, Mama Museveni. I want to see how we can work together and see that this book is used in the current curriculum. I think it will help them a lot. It will help the children, the students, and all the youths, upcoming youths. It will help them in the different disciplines, not only arts, but in different disciplines. So, Mama Museveni, I beg to have an audience with you so that we can see how we can work out and help our youths. You know, by the way, our youths, we need to start nurturing them from grassroots. Absolutely. From the roots, because what our experience now, the current artists and so on, they're a bit disciplined because they were not well nurtured. That's why they're failing in life. So I think this book will be able to help out. And I live happily because I don't want to leave a vacuum in the industry at all. I don't want to leave a vacuum in this industry.
This is incredible. Something that we have learned today. One has been persistence. Many times we don't want to keep doing something over and over again. Just try one, 2 times.
Yes.
Prayer has also been key. I've learned that.
Yeah,
and, you've also talked about passion. What are you doing? Are you doing something for money, or you have that passion is going to? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is an incredible book. I recommend it.
Global Logistics Limited, your number 1 custom stealing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Global Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics, clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganziraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648, or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovy@gmail.com. Glovy Logistics Limited, your number 1 clearing and forwarding company.
Where can people get it?
I'm trying to see that I have it put on Amazon.
Yes.
We are working out the process. Very soon it will also be in a restock booklex. Very soon. And right now I still have it. I still kutembea it a bit as I'm working out a proper system of selling it out properly. Yes. So it just goes for 50,000 shillings.
Wow. Incredible. So, Dr. Bbosa, as we prepare to wind our show tonight, is there anything else that you would like to tell the world?
Yes. What I want to say, to share with you people, I'm lobbying for a ministry of creatives.
Ministry of Creatives.
Ministry of Creatives. We are Ugandans are very, very talented. Very, very talented. But what we lack is resources. Because this industry is a very expensive venture. Very, very expensive. Right now, individuals are putting in their money from their pockets, and there are a few associations here that kind of help out and so on. But we need a ministry, full-fledged ministry, focusing on creatives, art, whereby even on the national budget, we have a share. We have a share, and this ministry is run by technocrats. I don't want artists to run it. It is run by technocrats, whereby we write a project. Whatever you want to do, you have a project. Write a requisition, take it to the ministry, to the department in charge. They give you the money, and you go and do this project. And you don't do it. That is how we shall be able to get quality productions. We have got the talent, we don't have the resources to produce quality work. That's the big problem we have. So I call upon people who are involved to help us lobby for this. And also this thing that is disturbing us, the copyright thing. Everyone is trying it out, and they're talking about copyright. If we had a ministry of creatives, definitely we'll be having a legal department in that ministry, which will be able to fight for the copyright things. We are wailing at and asking and then yelling for them and so on and so forth. We'll be more organized. We'll be very, very organized if we have this body that is regulating arts and putting us all together. I think we shall be able to excel, just like the Nigerians. They excel. I mean, they have got a full-fledged ministry. Right now, what we have, we are just a department in a ministry of gender. We're actually not very sure whether we fall in the Ministry of Youth or the Ministry of Gender or the Ministry of... We are not even sure. That is the problem. We need a full-fledged ministry.
And I think you can be the minister.
No. I don't want to. Me, I'll be behind here advising. I want it to be run by technocrats. Artists, we have got a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems. We need to survive. We need to. We are also performing. So we can't religiously run the ministry well, but we can be regulated. We can have people to help us regulate, technocrats to help us regulate this and so on. And me, because now I've grown, I
Welcome to Princess Branding Services. Do you have a party, introduction, or you have lost a loved one and you intend to do burial or branding? At Princess Branding Services, they do branding for baby shower, political rallies, and all kinds of celebrations and functions. Contact us for great and friendly, affordable prices. We will brand your t-shirts, capes, bottles, umbrellas, photos, bags, frames, and much more. Contact us on the number on your screen. +256 783 20 95 79 or +256 744 580326. Email princessbranding256@gmail.com.
Put me on the consultation thing and just, but they might not even need me there now, as long as they have done what I've said. I mean, they might not even need me for consultation and so on. My advice is that.
It's been a pleasure to host you, Dr. Bbosa, on
Thank you so much.
Senior Citizen Stock of HICGI News Agency. Until next time, my name is kivumbiEarnestBenjamin. On the camera has been Faith Barbara Ruhinda and also Martha.
The Senior Citizens Talk is brought to you by Africa at Heart, Heal the Planet Global Organization, HICGI News Agency. Subscribe right now to get our latest updates sent you every single Sunday. Don't forget also the Talk to the World show that is running every Thursday at 4 p.m. Subscribe here on YouTube and make your notification bell right here. HICGI News Agency. Visit us on HICGINewsagency.com and find us on all social media platforms, on X, call it Twitter, on TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. HICGI News Agency. Subscribe now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bbosa, for this great piece of all times. And just these 5 P's are going to touch nations. You've talked about prayer. People minimize the power of prayer. They don't know that the spiritual world is real. Some choose to go to shrines, but others choose to kneel down and ask God to intervene. And then we've talked about persistence. A lot of times we drop up when we start something and it doesn't work out. And you've also talked about passion. That do you have passion in what you're doing? If you are a scientist, if you are selling tomato in Owino, do you love what you're doing? Because there's nothing that we can not, you can not despise anything in life. You've also talked about there was a patience. A lot of times we're impatient. At the time we're about to get breakthrough, I mean, we just Uganda government to go back. Yes, and so patience is not with us most of the time. Positive energy. Every day you wake up saying, I can make it, I can do it, I can. Some people are despising Barack Obama, and they say, this black man can run. But they were surprised. I watched over that Victorian speech, and Obama was shaking the foundations of the world when eventually the positive energy he has. So thank you so much, Dr. Bbosa, for my book, and the government of Uganda to take it up, because this is something that 20 million learners of the country can be in position. This career guidance and inspiration is going to change, because who knows the destiny of these people. I'm so humbled, sir.
Thank you.